amazing. Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the March edition of the Canyon Country Advisory Committee. Tonight for the agenda, we already had the flag salute, but we'll have announcements. And first up will be Rick Drew, and he's president of the Whitaker-Burmese Citizens Advisory Group, and he will be presenting an update from the interjurisdictional meeting and the CAG meeting that we recently had. Then we have the good fortune to have Glenn Adamick and Steve Valenziano here to present Vista Canyon Ranch, and they'll tell us the latest about it, and you'll learn all about what all the grading that's been accomplished over south of Soledad Canyon. Then Rick will be back up and to talk a little bit about the Chiquita landfill and the County Planning Commission. We were at that meeting. Some of you also were there, and you might have some things you may want to say about it. And then I'm going to finish it off with the discussion of how the manufacturing home rent adjustment ordinance and rent adjustment panel are going. And you might not live in a mobile home, and you might not think that that has much to do with what happens to you. But what it really does is it talks about how the city treats some of their residents and how some of the processes work. And so just think about it, because these are people that need desperately to control their rents and stay in their homes, and it's something that you'll get to better understand. Then our version of public participation which is the first 5 people for 1 minute, and then we'll have a next meeting preview, and we'll adjourn promptly at 9 o'clock. So you know that normally the flag salute comes 2 slides later, but always what happens is we look for somebody or something that's done something spectacular over the past month. And I thought this was extremely appropriate because we're just talking about Measure H and the idea of what we can do about our homeless population. And I went out and I found this thing online about Ginger and Victor, and I thought it was a very, very intriguing story, one that really tells you about a way to address that problem. So this is a story about a woman who helped change a homeless man's life after discovering why he stood on the same corner every day. So Ginger's spouse drove past 32-year-old Victor Hubbard on the corner 4 times a day, no matter what the weather. The corner was the last place that Victor saw his mother, and he would wait there for her to return. He was homeless and suffering from mental health issues, and he'd been waiting on that corner for 3 years. So Ginger said, I began to get more and more concerned as I knew winter was coming, and I thought, so what's going to happen now? So she started visiting Victor on her lunch break, and they struck up a friendship. She created a Facebook page called This is Victor as a way for the community to get to know Mr. Hubbard better and to take part in getting him the help that he needed. Ginger has managed to get Mr. Hubbard into mental health clinics, helped get him off the street, and gave him a job in her business's kitchen. A GoFundMe page raised money to help with Victor's living costs and have seen more than $15,400 donated, and over 200 people showed up at a recent block party to show their support for the man they had seen on the same corner every day. The community also responded by helping Victor get clothes, eye tests, and seen by doctors, and a local fire station has vowed to oversee his medication needs. Since the publicity of the Facebook page of the community project, Ginger was able to get in touch with one of Victor's uncles and eventually able to get him to see his mother again. So showing that there are heroes all around us, and God bless for the folks like Ginger who are caring. Just think about the difference in here in Los Angeles, where we're saying, let's go take $3.5 billion to fix the homeless. And just think about it. There's 47,000 homeless people in LA County, and with a population of 10 million. If one person out of 1,000 helped one person get off the streets, then we wouldn't have a homeless problem. So God bless all those people. And like I said, normally at this point, we do the Pledge of Allegiance. Wow. How cool.
Santa Clarita?
Huh?
Is that story in Santa Clarita?
That's accurate. That story was in Texas. Texas story. For announcements, tomorrow night is the first census in downtown Newhall. It's going to be a St. Patrick's Day theme. You know, you can all go there and wear green and have a great time. I bet there'll be green beer flowing in all of the establishments, and we'll have a good old time. From Hart Park, there are free movies again, this time on March the 18th, The Secret Life of Pets. So if you, that's not pets, that's pets. The Secret Life of Pets. And so if you, I knew it, there you go. And so if you have children or grandchildren, it'd be a great night out. Announced also is Denim and Blues, which will be in the Main on April the 28th. Now, the Main is the Rep. The Repertory Theater has gone out of business. The city has taken it over, and they are renting it out to different groups. And so this is one of the first ones, Denim and the Blues, which will be take place on the 28th. Also visiting at Autna today was representatives of the Road Kings, and they wanted to talk about their June 11th car show at the Johnny Carson Park. So I thought I'd pass that information along. Also, I think one of the things that are really interesting about what's going on in downtown Newhall, I like going to Autna. There's always a wealth of information going on. And I'm sure, as most of you know, there was when the redevelopment agencies were going, there was going to be a parking structure built on both the north and south end of Main Street. And the one on north end of Main Street is being built as a subsidy for the Lemley Theaters and the Serrano development. But they're looking for a way to fund the one on the other end of the block. And at first, they went to the residents, the business owners in downtown Newhall, and they talked about a business improvement district. That would be like a Proposition 218 district, and they were not getting very much support with the business owners wanting to tax themselves. So their newest idea, which they're now floating, is going to be for a special one-time fee for anybody increasing the size of their business on downtown Main Street. So we'll see how that works out. Just think of it. Another parking structure is probably $20 million. How much would the fee have to be for each square foot of added space? And the question is, the city has been very interested in developing that area. Now it looks like they're very interested in keeping the area from being developed. So we'll see what goes on. Mr. Champion brought me a bunch of special SCV perks from the Signal. And so I'm going to leave those on the back table. Take one on your way out. You can put the app on your mobile device and get discounts all around town. So it looks like a pretty good deal. And so we got to thank the Signal.